like the quiet in the morning. There aren't any distractions. Just me and the road. I often feel her presence with me. Jill and I met in kindergarten. We were always in a group of best friends.
Sit in Jill's bedroom for hours and hours and hours on end, and we would play Spice Girls, and whenever, you know, your Spice Girls part came on, you'd sing it, and oh my god, we used to dress
whatever girly shenanigans you can get into as a kindergartner through 12th grader.
To speak to a friend who's otherwise healthy, has never smoked in her life, and for her to tell me that she had stage 4 lung cancer.
Yeah, I've never smoked. I mean, I've read a lot about it since then, and it's becoming huge with, especially in women and blonde smokers.
I think that's what makes her so incredible and unique, you know, because people have cancer all the time. You know, she's not the first and she won't be the last, but her refusal to give up.
She was in so much pain, and never once did I hear her complain about the pain.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a pretty positive person, but I mean, when you're faced with the challenge, I think I learned this a lot through athletics, that you just have to take it head on and be as strong as you can, and you'll just get stronger working through it. So that's kind of been my philosophy through this.
I still don't understand death. I don't really understand what happened to her. But from her, we saw how to live with love, with grace, and with strength. And now it's our job to do that for her. Our job is to spread the word and to beat lung cancer.
So it's 2012, and I'm living in New York at the time. I started running marathons in my senior year of college. When Jill started battling lung cancer, she became really about big ideas and beating lung cancer big time. And I thought, well, what's bigger than a marathon?
This is not running a marathon. Kelsey has taken 4 months out of her life to run across the country.
3,200 miles. New York, back home to San Francisco. Girl is crazy.
It's just a magnificent gesture of love and respect for a friend.
I started planning, I started training, and then when July 30th rolled around, I just started running.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Yeah, Kelsey! Woo, woo, woo!
For the first 6 weeks, I was running with my stroller, which I named Bob, which was a lot less fun than I had anticipated. He was quite heavy with all of my gear packed in there.
We were chatting and I said, what are you most nervous about? And she said, it's not the physical part, it's really all of the alone time. Constantly by yourself in your own mind.
I think that that's what motivates Kelsey every day is, you know, Jill didn't give up, so Kelsey's not gonna give up.
Jill met Sydney through Crew. So once Kelsey started her trip, Sydney followed it, and she saw that there was a need in helping Kelsey travel across the United States.
You know, she doesn't need me here, but I think that one of the things that I've brought is like a friend, you know, just someone to talk to.
Average drive time to the drop-off spot is usually around half an hour. Generally takes about 6 hours to do the full 30. The first few weeks were definitely a physical adjustment. You know, my muscles, my body was trying to figure out sort of what we were doing and how to do 30 miles a day, every day. And then at some point it just clicked and became ingrained in my body, and it was just the routine of what we did every day. It was great having a car, but
Came to my attention that the car we had was breaking down. So we took it to the only dealership in Grants, New Mexico called Oscar's Auto Salvage.
Lo and behold, the owner was in all of his 49ers paraphernalia, so we had an immediate connection. He said, "You know what? I have a better idea. Take my car the rest of the way, and I'll come get it in San Francisco when you're done."
So we asked him what kind of car it was. And he goes, "It's a 300. And I said to Kelsey under my breath, "What's that? What's a 300? And she goes, "I think it's a truck."
A classic gold white leather top with 22-inch diamond rims. A perfect car for the great long run. I was really surprised by all the support. People were just so encouraging and so enthusiastic. Being able to have instant support from so many people in different parts of the country was really important for me mentally. All the days that I was tired or, couldn't imagine running for 30 miles a day for another 2 months, I could check any of the social media outlets and find support and find encouragement.
People who didn't even know Kelsey's story, who have never met Kelsey in person, it's allowed them to follow her and see what she's doing every step of the way.
As I got closer to home, I could feel the excitement growing around me.
The last few days that Kelsey was running, it was storming.
Kelsey was running in the rain, but this is for sure the worst we've seen. She's not a happy camper.
Those few days leading up to December 1st were really rainy and stormy and just gross weather.
And I really felt that people might not show up because the weather was so bad. And then
it literally cleared up for a couple of hours for us to run across the bridge. And I think that, Jill was saying, "Welcome home." We started in New York City in Times Square with just a small group of people and the rest of the world going on about their business. And then over 100 people arrived in San Francisco with me.
Jill was just a little pebble in the pond, and she started these ripples.
In a way, anybody who had a true friendship with Jill, we're all connected in some way.
It's up to all of us to keep going. Jill's entire idea was to beat lung cancer for everyone.
Lung cancer kills more people than colon, prostate, breast, liver, melanoma, and kidney cancers combined.
They think it's that old cowboy smoking on a horse. They don't realize that lung cancer is the biggest killer of all the cancers.
Since the 1970s, the survival rate for lung cancer has been 15.5%. Unprecedented. This has not happened with any other cancer.
That's not a reason to give up. That's a reason to fight harder for it. And I think Jill taught us all of that.
We need more funding. We need more research. We need to use the technologies for early detection and to beat lung cancer big time, as was Jill's wish.